Do you remember being a kid playing Minecraft, and you were mining or building, and hours would pass without you knowing what happened, while this feeling of pure calmness is there the whole time? Well, congratulations, you've just experienced mindfulness, as this is an example of living in the present. Minecraft is very good at this because of its soft atmospheric world, sound effects, beautiful music, calm simplistic gameplay, and its use of many practices that are similar to mindfulness or meditation. And hey, maybe you didn't know, but you want to learn more. Well, luckily, in this video, I'll talk about the science of meditation and what it is, how Minecraft uses these similar practices, and using Minecraft as an example, I'll be touching on things in the game that may be helpful in learning about meditation and mindfulness, such as living in the present through Minecraft gameplay of building, exploring, and mining. I will also talk about sensory aspects of the game and how it helps with mindfulness techniques. I will give you different kinds of meditation, and finally I'll talk about all the benefits of meditation and mindfulness, from increased concentration to feeling calmer as it changes your brain for the better. I also recommend writing any of this stuff down if you find it useful, on a journal or notes app. It can be very helpful in trying to remember when doing stuff. This is my first video, so I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, it would be nice if you could like and subscribe. Alright, let's get into it. Quick disclaimer, I do not think Minecraft should be used as a substitution for meditation, but I am using it as an easy way to teach people about it. Let's start from the beginning. What is meditation? Is it a spiritual practice similar to praying? Maybe a technique to calm you down? The APA, or American Psychological Association, believes it's a profound and extended contemplation or reflection in order to achieve a focused or an otherwise altered state of consciousness and to gain insight onto oneself and the world. Or, in other words, a way to focus your mind into reflecting on yourself or the world. I do think these definitions of meditations are right, but I also believe that quite simply meditation is a practice to focus you on the present or to be mindful. However, meditation or mindfulness is all of these definitions combined into one. It is a spiritual practice for many and can be for you, but there is also a lot of scientific evidence behind the benefits of meditation. Although, before we jump the gun, let me explain what happens when you meditate. When you are awake, your brain is active, and we know this as we record electroactivity using an EEG or electroencephalogram. In normal waking thoughts or in playing a difficult game, the EEG picks up between 12 and 35 CPSs, or cycles per second, of brain waves. This state is also known as beta waves. These waves are recorded on a page similar to a lie detector and look like this. When meditating, your brain waves will drop between 8 and 12. This essentially slows your brain activity and cognitive processes, such as problem solving. Additionally, this is seen as another state of consciousness as you drop from beta waves to alpha waves. Just to put this in perspective, another state of consciousness is sleep, so you could see how this could be so useful in improving your life. Additionally, your amygdala, which is the area of your brain which controls fear and anxiety, begins to reduce activity, while your prefrontal cortex, which controls awareness, begins to increase activity. Finally, meditation starts your parasympathetic nervous system, or more commonly known as the rest and digest system, which in turn slows your heart rate, reduces your blood pressure, and relaxes muscles. Now that you know the science, you're probably thinking, how does this connect to the block game? Well, I'm going to show you how to meditate using Minecraft's gameplay as an example, and where else to start than with your anchor. In meditation, the anchor is essentially what you focus on. A meditation anchor serves to stabilize your thoughts when your mind starts to wander during meditation exercises. It can be many things, from breathing to a mantra, or in Minecraft's case, a very simplistic gameplay loop. It's one of the most important things in meditation, as it helps focus your thoughts when your mind wanders. Now, let's use one of Minecraft's simple gameplay loops and compare it to an anchor you would use in meditation to show its importance. Let's use the example of building and compare it to focusing on breathing in meditation. When you are breathing, you would generally focus on either a specific part of your body where you feel the breathing, or the amount of seconds you take in breathing in and out. Similar to this, building in Minecraft, you might focus on the amount of blocks you are placing in a row, or maybe where you are placing the blocks. Even with an anchor, your mind still might wander, and the same will happen in Minecraft. You might get distracted by a mob, but eventually return to building, and the sense of calm will come over you again. As well as that, there's nothing wrong with getting distracted. It's completely normal and happens to everyone, so don't worry, and all you have to do is return to focusing on your anchor. However, it is hard to focus when you're in a distracting area. That's why the next thing we'll move on to is another very important part of meditation or mindfulness practices is your environment. For example, if you practice mindfulness in a park, it would be a lot easier than practicing it on a bus. See, in Minecraft, the environment and the atmosphere is very simplistic and calming, and most of the sounds, besides the odd cave sounds that make you want to cry, are very pleasing to the ears and relaxing. It's one of the game's biggest strengths. Additionally, I think its music really ties it all together, and I don't really have to say anything. It sort of just speaks for itself. When meditating, your environment is important for getting you into the mood of being calm or preparing to meditate. You need the environment as a sort of trigger to think, oh, it's time to meditate now. This is important for building any habit, let alone meditation. Remember when I told you to get a journal or notes app? Here's where you're going to use it. We're going to create a meditation plan. To create this, you need a trigger. It can be in the morning or as you wake up, after you eat breakfast, in the middle of the day, or even when you're stressed. The reason I recommend this over some random time is that it will work even if you're off schedule. Woke up late, started brain writing, or something like that, it will still work. However, having a time is just as good, as I do recommend making a habit of it in the morning or before you go to bed, or even both. So write some triggers or some times down that you would like to meditate, and I'll wait for you to do that. Additionally, you also need a place to meditate, but I recommend some place comfortable like your bed or a couch, but you can also do it in a place like a toilet or the workplace if you're really, really stressed. And I'll wait for you to do that too. But I hear you. What if I don't have enough time? Don't worry, there's plenty of meditations that are quick and easy, and the great thing about mindfulness and meditation is that it can take as long as 30 minutes to as quick as 16 seconds. Also, it seems like you have enough time to watch this video, so checkmate, Binky Bonker. Many different kinds of meditations for all different kinds of people. I'll be going over a basic overview of a couple of these meditations, but feel free to look up any of them I describe. Mindfulness meditation. This meditation focuses on the present moment and awareness, like exploring a new biome and noticing flowers, particles, and sounds. No judgment, just observation and letting your thoughts pass you by while you observe them. Loving kindness meditation. Focusing on developing compassion and love for others and yourself, like helping new players, building and giving gifts to your friends, and creating a community space. Walking meditation. This focuses on mindfulness movement throughout a space, like exploring a peaceful Minecraft world, focusing on each step and noticing the changes in the environment. And finally, mantra meditation. This focuses on repeating words, sounds, or phrases/sayings, similar to the rhythm of mining, the constant sound of breaking blocks, and finding focus in the repetitions. So I've told you about a couple meditations, but you're still probably not convinced. So maybe I need to tell you about the benefits of meditation. And oh boy, there's many. Firstly, a study from Harvard Medical School got 17 individuals over an 8-week span to practice meditation. They found that their gray matter had increased in the left side of their brain. This helped with learning, memory, and emotional regulation. But that's not all. There was also changes found in the posterior cingulate cortex, which essentially helps with deciding what you like personally and what you find important. Changes also into temporal parietal junction, which is involved in self-awareness and compassion for others. And finally, changes in the cerebrum, which is important for emotional regulation. All useful when you have those brain-dead teammates. A study at a biotechnology corporation in Madison, Wisconsin got 41 employees, 25 as a meditation group, and 16 as a control group, and got them to do an 8-week mindfulness meditation program. At the end of the study, the participants were given a flu vaccine, and the results showed that the meditator group showed significantly stronger antibodies when responding to the vaccine, which shows a better immune system. And I think as gamers, we need all the help we can get, because let's be honest, we're not the healthiest group. Finally, another study at Whelan Laboratory for Brain Imagery and Behavior in University of Wisconsin discussed 2 types of meditations. Open monitoring meditation, which is about being aware of the moment-to-moment sensation. This increases awareness of body sensations and emotions, your mental flexibility, and improving emotional regulation. The other meditation is focus attention meditation. This is where you focus your attention on one thing, such as breathing. This type of meditation helps with strengthening regions of your brain that involve reducing emotional reactivity and increasing your ability for sustained attention and focus. So, whenever you need to lock in and clutch up for the team. So there you go. You know a little bit about meditation and mindfulness, and I hope you can get a good habit out of this, you learned something new, or maybe you were just entertained by the video. However, thank you so much for watching, and remember to live a little in the present. You don't know what good could come from it.